Welcome back, you're listening to NerrdPacck, it's De Niro, and this is my Wandavision episode 9 breakdown with Easter eggs and my theories. So Wanda is finally able to attack Agatha, but it seems like Agatha absorbed the blast, similar to how she absorbed the blast from the witches in episode 8. Agatha explains how her powers work, which is taking power from the undeserving, and from what we've seen, it decreases your life force energy. This kind of reminds me of how Rogue's power absorption works in X-Men.
What are you doing? Mama, something's wrong! I want to let go! No! Hold on! No matter what!
And we get what I think is a reference to the aeroplane scene in Civil War when Wanda dropped cars on Iron Man. In the reflection, White Vision looks like the grey version of Vision when he died in Endgame. I think this was done on purpose to remind Wanda of Vision's lifeless colour. So we see Wanda almost get her head crushed by White Vision and then saved by New Vision. So Monica's trapped in a room with Pietro, which means somehow he kidnapped her. When Monica tried to escape, Pietro flicked her and she went flying. So I'm guessing the charm necklace gave him the super strength he needed to take her. Now we have the ex versus the boyfriend.
Oh, this is awkward. Your ex and your boyfriend together at the same party. Who are you gonna choose, Wanda?
Vision.
This fight scene reminds me of the fight scene in Matrix 3 when Neo was fighting against Agent Smith to save humanity against the virus. But I guess in this sense, White Vision could be seen as Neo because fake Vision is a part of the biggest threat against humanity, which is Wanda. Now if White Vision has no recollection of his past, why did he automatically go for Vision's stone as if it was a mind stone or his life source? This action kind of proves he remembers how he died. So it seems like Hayward has a backup plan for blaming Wanda just in case White Vision goes rogue. We get another shot of the postman and he said the exact same thing he said to Agatha in episode 2.
Don't shoot, I'm just the messenger.
So I'm starting to think there must be a reason we keep seeing him a lot. The billboard behind Agatha says all natural formula using the power of Mother Earth. I think this could be a reference to Wanda becoming mother to the earth if she was to cast her chaos magic around the world naturally without the use of spells. Like I mentioned in my episode 7 breakdown, the book is called The Darkhold, which is also used in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
You really have to leave right away?
Yeah. I have to get this book someplace safe.
She explains that the Scarlet Witch
It's not born, she is forged. She has no coven, no need for incantation.
which explains why we never see Wanda use spells. Agatha also confirms that Wanda is more powerful than the Sorcerer Supreme, which is Doctor Strange. And if you've watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you know that the Ghost Rider took the Darkhold away, and we see Agatha sends it away here. Now I'm starting to think whether she stole it from him or she made a deal to keep the book. Even in this clip we can see a Doctor Strange reference.
Visualize. See the destination in your mind. Look beyond the world in front of you.
So Agatha releases Wanda's mind control over the town, and Dottie, that we now know is Sarah, confirms what Quicksilver said about the children being locked in their rooms.
Where were you hiding all these kids up till now?
What?
I assume they were all just sleeping peacefully in their beds.
She also tries to bargain with Wanda about a potential role her daughter could play in her storyline. So all along, Quicksilver was Ralph Boner, which I found a little displeasing because I really wanted Ralph to be the rabbit at least, and Quicksilver to be revealed as Mephisto. But now it makes sense why Agatha kept making references to Ralph, because she needed to fit into that society.
An audience volunteer named My Husband Ralph.
So she used a possession spell to control him, which gave her a house and a husband to falsely claim.
That was you.
No, it wasn't literally me, just my eyes and ears. A Crystallu possession. Necromancy was a non-starter.
So Monica releases Quicksilver from Agatha's spell by removing the necklace, which I think gave him the strength to kidnap her in the first place. Wiccan used clairvoyance to see what's currently happening to Wanda. The townspeople let Wanda know that they feel her pain and see her nightmares. She begins to feel overwhelmed by the noise, and she unintentionally chokes everyone at once, which proves that Agatha is right about Wanda not knowing how dangerous she is. So in this scene, Wanda has to make the choice to save her family or the townspeople. And because her family was made within the hex, if the hex goes, her family goes. But ultimately, she picks her family. We get the references for the Incredibles when Wanda makes the defense shield, which Agatha absorbs, and the battle pose just before they go off to fight. We see Wanda use teleportation for the first time and we see Wiccan use mind paralysis on the soldiers while Speed removed their guns. This look I think was meant to remind us of Quicksilver in X-Men during the Magneto breakout in Days of Future Past. We see Spectrum use her intangibility to phase through the bullets and remove its energy. I notice her eye colour changes, and I think it's to show us every time she uses a different power. We see Wiccan stops a bullet with his telekinesis, and if you've watched The Matrix, I'm sure you can see the hints. Run! So Vision helps White Vision understand they are both the same despite their visual differences. Yet White Vision has no memories, then Vision used his mind release on White Vision to unlock his memories. Then we get a flashback of all the Vision scenes up to his death, and briefly White Vision's chip turned Mind Stone orange, or it could be the same colour Jarvis was in Age of Ultron. We get original Wanda from Age of Ultron doing her
Giving people nightmares and shooting red wiggly woos out of your hands.
on Agatha like she done to the Avengers, even the walk she done when she saw Captain America. She sent Agatha back to the Salem witch trials in her nightmare, and Agatha did her usual pretending to act scared routine, knowing that it would reverse and put Wanda on trial instead. We see Scarlet Witch's tiara appear in energy form, and Agatha looks in awe, asking Wanda again to let her have the power. This is probably the first time we've seen Agatha look so starstruck and vulnerable. Then we get a sample of the Scarlet Witch's power when she blasts all the witches away and pushes Agatha out of her own mind. Now we get to the final battle, and Wanda gives Agatha what she wants by allowing her to drain out the chaos magic. This reminds me of the time when she held back Thanos with one arm and tried to destroy the Mind Stone with the other. So it seems like Agatha in a sense was a mentor to Wanda like in the comics. Wanda remembered what Agatha said.
Runes. Didn't you notice? Basic protection spell? Want any troll? No? Nothing? These are runes, Wanda. In a given space, only the witch that casts the runes can use her magic. How do you not know the fundamentals?
And applied it to the rune-shaped hex, which meant Agatha could not use her powers.
Thanks for the lesson.
We get a full-blown Scarlet Witch payoff. She takes back all her chaos magic from Agatha and transforms into her new outfit, which has always been in our faces and faintly shown in episode 8. She tells Agatha she will stay in Westview as a character she pretended to be, which is the nosy neighbour. Agatha tried to offer the role as mentor, but Wanda was not interested. Even though Wanda changed Agatha into a nosy neighbour, I'm still not convinced Agatha's fully changed, but I'll explain why in my season 2 predictions video.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
This part of Wanda's tiara looks exactly like Magneto's helmet and the rune that we saw in episode 8. Wanda brings the hex to a close, which slowly turns the town back to its original state, but this also means she'll be losing her twins and losing Vision. Wanda confirmed what I said in my episode 8 review about the energy used to put Vision together resembled the Mind Stones. Wanda receives hateful stares from the townspeople, and she knows that she'll never be forgotten or forgiven by them. Monica on the other hand understands Wanda's pain and said she would do the same given her power to bring back her mum. So it seems that Monica and Scarlet Witch will become allies. But thank you so much guys for watching. If there's anything I've missed, let me know in the comments. If you're new to my channel, smash that notification bell to stay updated. Like, share and subscribe. And like I always say, follow the pack, and I'll see you next video.
He heard you've been grounded. He'd like to meet with you.
Where?